Hi, I'm Curtis Parody, and welcome to Now, the show about some of the most interesting things happening in the world right now. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're as excited for the weekend as I am, and at the same time afraid of the world we live in, because don't forget, Big Brother is always watching. And really, that's where we start today's show off. A big story blowing up in the US right now comes from the discovery of a secret company called Prism. For lack of a better way of describing it, Prism is the Big Brother that we've always been warned about in the past, but it's real, and it's been real for a couple of years now. Prism is a company slash government funded entity that, along with the help of other big tech companies, actually allows the government to tap into the personal lives of anyone it chooses. But who on earth could these big companies be? Well, let's go through all of them, shall we? Google, Yahoo, Facebook, YouTube, Skype, Microsoft, AOL, and of course, Apple. If you use any of these companies, or a combination of any of these, feel free to feel a little violated right now because, Prism probably already has access to all of your email, chats in all text, voice, and video form, all of your videos online, whether they be public or private, also photos, don't forget about those, any data stored up on those computer clouds in the sky, yep, they have access to those, files transferred between two computers using any one of those networks, they got that as well. How about notifications of you logging into a certain computer? Yep, they've got those, and hey, all of that social networking data you have up on Facebook, they totally have access to that. And one last thing, Prism also has the awesome ability to make special requests, meaning that they can access any of your data that they really deem necessary. When confronted about this company and what it does, President Barack Obama insisted and stated, "It helps to prevent terrorist attacks. Nobody is listening to your telephone calls." I'm sorry, Barack, but I have a hard time believing that. Though it should be noted that Prism cannot be used to intentionally target any US citizen or other US person or anyone located inside of the US. But keep in mind, who actually is regulating this secret government-funded agency? Oh yeah, it's the government. When the tech companies were actually asked about their involvement, Google, Apple, Yahoo, and Facebook all immediately said, "Oh, no, the government doesn't have access to our servers." While Microsoft, on the other hand, it stated that they don't voluntarily participate in any government data collection, and they only do it when, really asked, when the government asks for it. James Clapper, the director of the National Intelligence, has stated that he believes parts of Prism need to be declassified so people actually know what the heck is going on. At this time, no word has come out if the US government will actually attempt to change parts of Prism to make it a little bit better, and still no news on the true involvement of the tech companies in question. On a personal note though, I would like to throw this in. As a citizen of Canada, technically the US government could just go through all of my records with Google or Apple, and I'd have no right to know. But I think, and many others are probably thinking the same thing, that's probably not right. I don't care if the servers are located in your country, that doesn't mean you have access to the data stored on it because it doesn't belong to you, and I don't think your government should have access to it, unless of course you talk to my government. This brings up another topic of what other nations might be into this. Well, at the current time, it appears that the UK Security Agency has actually been part of Prism since 2010. So you can mull that over in your mind. From that political and security subject to something that might make you a little bit happier to talk about, gaming. I had a chance today to talk to one of the lead producers of The Sims 3 Island Paradise, Sim Guru Graham, and asked him about the upcoming pack.
So the new world is named Isla Paradiso, and it's great because it's totally different from any world that's come before in a Sims game. Kind of what excites me about it is, normally you get a new world that's got a different theme, but it plays the same. There isn't too much difference other than the visual. But Isla Paradiso is completely different because it's a grouping of islands. So there's actually no land connecting between them, and there's a bunch of different ones. So you've kind of got the main island where a lot of the new development is going on, and some of the old locals live there, although they're kind of off to the side now. All the big money's coming in and taking it over. And then you've got this kind of island, which is great for enjoying the beach and relaxing on. And then there's other additional islands that are scattered around. One of them has the science facility on it, so that's kind of where they do a lot of research out in the ocean. And then there's a bunch of private residences that are on islands as well. So it gives you this totally different feel, and it really takes advantage of the boats that are coming in Island Paradise. So it's cool.
Now, that was only a small snippet of the full interview. I'll have the full interview next weekend on my brand new show called The Simulation. I'm really excited about this new monthly video series that will bring together some of the best parts of the simming fandom, from news, interviews, fun tutorials, and even a community spotlight. The simulation is going to be a great show for you and to check out if you're a huge sim fan. The first episode of the simulation will be uploaded next weekend, and of course it will follow with a monthly release type schedule, so I can't wait for you to check that out. And keeping with the sim type news here, if you're a Mac person like myself and you're interested in playing like the new SimCity game, well, it looks like you're going to be waiting just a little bit longer. Yes, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, but SimCity for the Mac, it's been delayed. It was originally intended to be coming out on the 11th of this month. That's like next week if you're not aware of that. But of course it's been pushed back to August because it's not ready for prime time. It's kind of unfortunate because I had a chance to play the beta version of like SimCity for the Mac on my MacBook Pro, and I thought it worked quite well, but of course like it's all up to them, and if they don't feel it's right to release it now, probably a good idea because hey, we don't want another bad launch on our hands. In a form of better news though, update number 5 is expected to roll out to PC users soon. This will fix some chat issues and like trading bugs for trading different like commodities and stuff like that. So I suppose, if you want to play SimCity right now and you have a Mac, you could always use Boot Camp. And last, I just wanted to chuck this in here because, hey, Norway's having some fun today, blowing up some old warships. This is footage from Norway as they test out the accuracy of their missile system on an old warship that they had. From the look of it, well, I'd say it was pretty damn accurate. If you want to see the full video for yourself, of course, link down below. Okay, here we go, big question of the day. Now that we actually know what's happening and the data that Prism is collecting, are you afraid of what they're doing, or do you have nothing to hide? Let me know in the comment section down below, or you can let me know on my Facebook page, through Twitter, or on Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description down below. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more great free now content every single day of the week. So until Monday, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can of course check out more videos that I create by clicking on them below. Check out Now for the latest news happening in the world right now, Paradise Gaming for some fun gameplay videos, or of course my personal vlog channel to see what I'm doing outside of my studio. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show and getting some new clothes for yourself, just like this shirt, you can pick up this one if you want. Check out the store at thecurtisparodystore.ca. Bye everyone.